Hello everyone. Before I begin my formal script here that I prepared for you all, I would just like to let you know that there is no intermission this year for the Playrights Festival. We're just going to go straight through. And just a quick reminder to please silence all of your phones. Thank you. So welcome and thank you all for attending the 7th annual Abington Heights Youth Playrights Festival. Before we begin tonight, I just wanted to express how proud I am of the students involved in this year's production. It takes a lot of hard work to put this show together, and 99% of that comes from them, not from themselves. They're the ones who have written, directed, and acted in all of these shows, so without their dedication and passion and creativity and love, this festival would not be possible. Each subsequent year, this experiment is a completely unique experience, and this year has been no different. For the first time in the history of the Playrights Festival, we have included works of poetry. This is something that I've always been interested in exploring but could never find the right opportunity. However, since fewer dramatic works were submitted for consideration this year, it seemed like the perfect time. Luckily, we had 4 brave students submit their very personal poetic works to be represented in the festival tonight. I'm also happy to say that each of the poets has chosen to recite her poems herself instead of having an actor perform them. I think you'll all agree that this adds a very personal touch to what you will see and hear from them tonight. In addition to the 4 poets, we've also had 9 students who have produced dramatic works of literature for your enjoyment. All of our student writers this year have done a fantastic job creating these imaginary worlds that will no doubt entertain us and make us think about the world around us. These 9 writers have chosen to direct their own shows as well this year. As I'm sure anyone who has ever done it before can tell you, this is a massive undertaking to direct a show, especially one that you've written on your own. Scheduling rehearsals alone can be a nightmare, as many of this year's student directors can attest to. But over the past 6 weeks, something really great happened, as it always seems to do with ambitious, motivated, and thoughtful young people. They buckled down, worked hard, took pride in themselves and their creations, and they did what they had to do. And even if what you see tonight is not necessarily a completely polished play, a monologue or poem, for example, you may see a few students still with scripts in their hands, they have done their best working around their already busy and very meaningful lives. They very rarely complain, and I'm proud of them for not giving up, for making the best out of a challenging situation. The end results will be the monologues, plays, and poems that you will see before you tonight. And I'm sure you'll be able to see the passion that all of these students have put into their works. In a way, I'm glad this experience is challenging for many of these students, because that's really what this festival is all about, trying to navigate our way through and understand the world around us. Every year, these students write about what they know and what they don't know, what they imagine and what they could never imagine, and this year has been no different. Many of the stories, the characters, and the themes you will see tonight have been festering in these young creative minds for years, and others were born just a few days before the submission deadline. In the world of theater, it takes guts to stand on stage and be another person, but it also takes guts to create something from seemingly nothing, to give it life and words, to place it on a stage within a fake world and hope that it becomes real. And it is this belief in magic and the mystic, often confusing capabilities of humans that leads us to our pens and our laptops and now our stage. Tonight, we will feel whatever these young minds have had the guts to make us feel, and we applaud the simple courage it takes to decide to create literature and give it life. And now their imaginations lay out before you. Their thoughts, their feelings, their dreams, and their nightmares are all on display. So if you see any of these brave students in the lobby after the show, thank them for being so courageous and for giving you a brief window into their worlds. I thank you so very much for supporting us always, and enjoy the show.
I don't really think this meeting is as necessary as you think it is.
Oh, it is most certainly necessary.
I'm not upset about it, really.
You don't have to pretend, Spring. He isn't here.
I always pretend.
Not the time. Look, as you probably all noticed, Winter just comes and goes as he pleases, and he no longer pays attention to the contract.
Look, I'm sure you both have used up a little extra time now and then. I don't really feel like wasting my time discussing this.
The only reason you don't care is because it doesn't affect you.
Sure he does, but like spring, I'm not upset.
She is upset. I know my sister. You don't care because despite how much time he sponges up from you, we always let you have your own time period.
That's because people like summer.
Don't even start. Besides, you wouldn't even be able to ever do everything you'd like to do if it wasn't for spring. Right, spring?
I mean, sure, that's what she agrees with.
She means yes. Don't you mean yes?
It's really up to her.
She means yes.
Sure she does.
Summer, can you focus on what I have to say for 10 seconds?
Ooh, family. Sorry I'm late. I must have missed the memo.
You didn't miss the memo, you just weren't invited.
Well, that must have been a mistake.
Oh, of course.
Glad to see you agree. What I missed, sis?
Stop. These decisions don't concern you.
Everything concerns me.
Well, what's the issue?
What did you say?
Nothing. Winter, you can't just boss her around like that.
I think I just did.
Look, I've got preparations to make. You know, sunset models, perfect waves, new ice cream flavors, so I'm just gonna...
Sit.
Pushy.
So, is anyone going to tell me what you were really talking about?
No, guys, don't mention it.
We were talking about you.
Spring, did you not hear me?
I just wanted to tell the truth.
Thanks, Spring. And to be honest, I'm not surprised. I really am something to behold.
Yeah, there's something alright. You're creating real problems for us.
Such as...
Fall thinks you're soaking up all the time. That should be for her in spring.
Well, it's fine, because Spring wants me to take time from her. Isn't that right, Spring?
Right, that's definitely right. I'm in full agreement.
Stop making her agree with you. She has real feelings.
Oh, I'm sure she does.
Just listen to me. You need to obey the contract.
Oh, the contract. I'm sorry. Can I see that for a sec?
Yep, sure.
Thanks. You were saying?
Winter, give me back my time or I swear to God. You take up time in the winter, you take up time for me and spring, and it's not fair.
Relax. It's not about what you want. It's about what the people want.
What do you think they want?
Me, obviously.
I swear I'm gonna...
Calm down. So, Winter, tell us, what do you think the people want?
Snow! People thrive off the chaos snowstorms bring.
I have so much evidence to prove that.
Besides, who wants to be warm all the time, living on a beach where you could be cold, huddled inside because the roads are too hazardous to go anywhere?
Sounds like hell.
Anything else?
Thanks for reminding me, Spring. I almost forgot the best one.
And that is?
Potholes!
Potholes?
Yeah, potholes. Imagine this. You're driving down a road after the snow's been cleared, and you start to feel a little complacent.
Complacent because nothing is going wrong? Yeah, that's a healthy mindset.
Shut it and listen. So, as you're driving along, you start to feel bored, and then suddenly, it appears out of nowhere, and whack! You hit a pothole, and you hear the sweet, sweet hiss of the air as it hisses from your tires.
You know what? I'm not even mad about that being one of your reasons. I'm just seriously concerned as how you think anyone finds that enjoyable.
People love spending money.
Not on their tires.
Well, what do you guys have that you think people like?
New life.
Long days in the sun,
Hay rides.
Spring break.
vacations on the beach.
Brightly colored babies.
This is why I steal time from you.
I'm sorry.
Look, Winter, we're not asking you to stop altogether. We're just trying to make sure everyone gets the time that they deserve.
But look, people love spontaneity, so I give them spontaneity. Snowstorms in March, April, maybe even a little bit in May. They'll go nuts.
I'm about to go nuts.
Relax. This is why people like me better than you.
No one likes you better than us. You just have a big head.
Yeah. Relax. I'll tell you what, I'll make a deal with you. If you're so adamant about this whole time thing, I'll stop taking time from you and just take what I want from Spring.
No, she doesn't deserve to be punished just so I can get what I want. That's not fair.
Look, Fall, if she's willing to give you her time, then you're getting your time back. So you could just calm down. You're getting what you want.
Yeah, but...
I mean, she's very nice. You know she'll give it to you.
Great. Meeting adjourned.
You can't just do that.
Sure I can. Now, you can have all the time you want painting your stupid, crunchy leaves.
Now that's just rude.
Oh, well, honestly, you don't see people trying to immortalize them like they immortalize me.
What are you talking about?
Do you ever see people cutting out leaves to hang up? No, but snowflakes, they're everywhere!
He isn't wrong.
Summer!
What? I'm sorry, I'm just saying. He has a point.
Oh, don't think you're off the hook, Summer. Things you do are stupid too.
Wait, what?
Who needs that much heat?
You're on the opposite side of that. No one needs that much cold.
Yeah, but people do things and move around to stay warm.
Shut up.
And spring. Everyone knows you're the worst! You give people allergies, make them all red, and puffy, and snotty, and gross.
That's enough.
What did you say?
That's enough.
Oh yeah? What are you gonna do about it?
I'm pushing you out. You and your blizzards and your colds and your temperatures below zero. Back off and let me do my thing.
There's nothing you can do to stop me. You and I both know that.
I can't stop you entirely, but there's something I know that can help.
Oh yeah? Lay it on me.
This!
Hey, Judah?
If you received a letter on your 10th birthday, and on it said that this exact lottery number would be called in the next 90 years or so, would you buy a ticket every day until you won it?
That's stupid. You'd just be on the edge of your seat for absolutely nothing for the rest of your life, because it's probably just a scam. And what if you got in your last 10 years or something and you only lived to 100?
I'd do it.
Of course you would.
I mean it. What would I have to lose?
$1 a day for 90 years? That's like $1 million.
It's definitely not $1 million.
Yeah, well, whatever it is, I'd rather keep it.
When I win, I'll give you half of what I get.
Thanks, friend.
I had a dream that you left me out here last night.
You know I wanted to do that.
I know. I wasn't scared in my dream. I knew you were coming back. And a deer spoke to me. She told me that you wouldn't, but I told her that you would.
Did the deer not like me?
No, she didn't. She tried to convince me that you weren't perfect.
The deer knew I wasn't perfect, and so should you.
You hate it when I call things perfect. Why can't things be perfect? If it brings happiness, what about it isn't perfect?
It's a standard, Gwen. It's how you let yourself down. It's how you let those around you down. It's not fair to label things as perfect. Just let them be what they are. Sometimes good, sometimes bad.
Deer told me other things.
Like what?
She told me that I was lost. But if the deer is inside of me and I don't feel lost, why would I tell myself that I'm lost?
You're scared of being lost.
Then was I scared you weren't coming back?
I never left.
But you might leave. I don't want you to.
Gwen, you need to put all these thoughts away. You know I would never leave you out here, so just stop talking about it.
I don't mean just out here. If you left me out here, I'd be able to find my way back. But if you ever left me for
Gwen,
good,
it's not about that. It's just how you see things, and I'm just as scared of you leaving me as you are of me leaving you. That's okay. It means we'll always be together and we'll always stay friends.
Do you think the deer will come back tonight?
If she does, wake yourself up and tell me.
I like to hear what she says, though. I hate it, but I love it. Just like a flame I can't take my eyes off of.
Would it help you if I slept a little closer?
You don't have to.
Here. Quinn, it doesn't matter if we're out here or in the city or wherever. I sometimes see that deer too. She likes to fill me in on all these little lies that you'll never return. But every morning I see you coming back from the library with a brand new book in hand. And that's great, because I know that you're always going to be there.
I don't like camping.
Neither do I.
Why are we out here?
It's your idea.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. 3 days was a lot to plan anyway. We're just heading back a night early.
Okay. Judah.
The mist will swirl about and below you. Some do not like it, and find it cold and gloomy, but others like it, and find it mystery and fascination, an intimation of the unknown.
Who are you? What are you doing? Put that down.
She's not really asleep.
I told you she was awake.
Who are you? Where's the deer?
My name is Kane, and this is Belf. We're here because Amy couldn't do her job.
The deer's name is Amy?
You were supposed to show a great deal of fear when you saw her.
What fear was I supposed to show?
A lot more than you did. We are fascinated with the lack of fear you showed when she visited you.
Anyhow, it's too late now.
Too late for what?
You ask way too many questions. Like, seriously, what was the lottery one about?
I have a right to question when two strangers approach me in the middle of the woods.
Are you really in the middle of the woods?
Stop that!
An honest question. Trust me. Are the trees around you real?
Yes. No, it's a dream.
Almost. You think you've been dreaming lately, but trust me, you haven't. Dreams are visions your mind makes up for you, and I'm afraid we're a great deal stronger than anything that's come out of your strange mind in quite some time.
Implying that you're something we've been meaning to take care of. But fortunately for you, we've had a few world leaders to take care of.
I'm leaving.
Come on, Gwen.
You call me Gwyneth, and I appreciate it if you stop going through my stuff and start answering my questions if you're sick of hearing them so much.
We're not here to ease your mind. We're here to reverse some things that's been interfering with our work downstairs.
Excuse my colleague. He can be a bit dramatic at times. We sent Amy, one of our lesser demons, up here to intimidate you and get what we want the easy way. Unfortunately, though, you've been at remarkable levels of Chopko, which undoes much of our work in pinning you down, so we've come up here to put an end to it. Permanently. Any questions?
All of them. What even is Chopko?
Purity. You think too highly of the people in the world around you.
Because I love the world around me.
You see, that's exactly what we can't have anymore.
Stop that.
We put Judah in your life years ago to hinder you, but somehow you've changed him.
Jude's not one of you.
He was one of us before you changed too much of him human.
That's not my fault.
Yeah, maybe later. I'm kind of busy.
With what?
Well, just look, I got stuff here, and I gotta do it.
Clyde?
Come on, Katie. I'm really busy. Did you have to tell me something?
Yes, I have to tell you something!
Please don't yell, it's distracting.
Drink this.
I'm okay.
Mackenzie, please.
Drink!
What is this?
Coffee.
It's different.
Isn't it amazing? Isn't it the greatest thing you've ever had in your entire life?
What's that grainy feeling on my tongue?
Sugar.
Oh, well, I guess it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, just okay. Now, can you please leave me alone?
Fine.
Oh my god, what is in this? My heart is going to explode! Oh my god. Oh my god. Hey Katie, what you up to?
Not now, Mackenzie.
Why? I have so much energy. I feel like I can run for hours. I can go around America.
Stop. It's so loud. My head hurts. Okay. Yep.
It is such a waste. In time, is this what I have to face? Look at them. They start to decay. A death a day keeps the doctor away. Treat them like the urine on your shoes. These are the people that need you. Trash world. Look while you walk. Do you see the atmosphere? Don't you see it's all alive? Those beautiful flowers are tainted with poisonous gases from the cigarettes and the smoke in the sky. And the surfaces were once green, lush, spiked, leafy grass. Too bad they've been there left to die. All animals are being evicted from their safe habitats. Look at the birds as they try to fly. The waters are hazardous. Don't even try to swim. The amount of chemicals are high.
Ticket says I should be seated right here. Hello. How are you on this fine morning?
Oh, I'm well. Just going to the city for work.
So, hi. My name's Edwardson.
Oh, well, it's nice to meet you, Bedford. My name's Harold Olson.
My name is actually Edward, not Bedford.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm hard of hearing.
That's fine, no problem.
So why are you going to the city?
Well, as I said before, I'm going to the city for work.
What did you just call me?
What?
Never mind. Sorry.
Okay. So, as I was saying, I'm going to the city for work.
There! Right again! You called me a jerk! I mean, we just met. I couldn't even do anything to you.
No, I said work, not jerk. I didn't call you a jerk.
Work?
Yes, I'm going to the city for work.
Okay. Got my eye on you.
What was that?
Oh, I said I want some food. I'm famished.
Okay. I have some snacks.
I mean, I just said that I was famished, Bedford. I didn't say I wanted your last piece of bread. You don't need to smack me.
No, I said snacks, like the small portions of food in between meals. I don't want to smack you.
Okay. Well, what do you have then?
Well, let's see here. I have an apple, some grapes, peanut butter and jelly sandwich, another peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and some good old water if you're thirsty.
You said tree nut butter, right? Like tree nut butter and jelly?
No, I said peanut.
So it's not almond butter?
No, where did you get almond?
My cravings.
Right. Okay, so I have 2 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Oh, yeah. That's great.
What do you mean?
Okay, listen to me very carefully, Bedford. I am allergic to peanut butter.
Oh God, why didn't you tell me? I would have put them away.
Because I'm telling you right now, stop complaining and keep up.
Okay, never mind.
You said you had an apple?
Yeah, what?
May I have it?
Oh, sure. Here you go.
Thank you so much.
Say, do you happen to have a spare dime?
Oh, yeah. It's about 11:30.
No, I asked for a dime, like the currency.
Oh, sorry. Well, I mean, at least now you know the time. Here you go.
Oh, thank you. Well, I'm going to go buy myself a bottle of Coca-Cola with this. Would you like one?
Being that it's my dime, yeah, I'd love one.
Okay, all right.
Oh, dear.
What's the matter?
I just swallowed one of the apple seeds.
Well, you know that means.
Yeah. You tried to poison me.
What?
You did. I knew I couldn't trust you.
How did I try to poison you?
Everybody knows that if you eat an apple seed, an apple tree grows inside of you. You gave me the apple just knowing that I would eat the seed.
No, that's not exactly how
No. I'm not finished, Bedford. You've been nothing but rude to me this entire train ride. You've called me names, you've threatened to assault me, and now you've given me poisonous food. Peanut butter, Bedford. Peanut butter. I have a peanut allergy. Now, if I had eaten those sandwiches, then we'd both be in trouble, because I'd be dead over there and you'd be in jail.
Harold, listen.
I can't.
Why?
Because I physically cannot.
Okay, hear me out.
Still can't.
Okay. Will you just let me say what I have to say?
Go on.
These things that you have misheard me say are not true. I did not call you a jerk. I didn't say I was going to smack you, and I definitely did not try to poison you. I tried my best to be nice to you.
Well, you blew it.
Okay. I'm going to a different train car.
Bedford, wait. I mean, you still have my dime. Are you gonna buy me that Coke? My dime's probably somewhere, man. Alright, here it is.
This is my name holds power. My name holds power in the mouth of Monahan. He can scream it, and I will believe what it means. He can whisper it, and I will shake with shivers going down my next line. My name holds power in the mouth of my love. He can call it, and I will gather my attention towards him. He can cry it, and my heart will break for the pain I caused. My name holds power in the mouth of the dark. She can slur it through the trees, and I will collapse with overwhelming fear. She can mutter it through the street lamps, and I will question my entire existence. My name holds power in the reflection of myself. I will repeat it, and I will change the fear of hearing my name. I will remember to cherish the beauty my name controls. I will shout it at the ones who made me lose love for my name.
Are you feeling better after tonight's performance?
Nobody came to see me.
Isaac, surely everything was great with you, right?
Forever known as the guy who kissed John.
I mean, what?
Oh, is that
I'm just not good enough for this.
Will I ever be good enough?
Alright, settle down. I know you're all still the jitters from doing a show, but we're still doing a show. So shut up. Anyway, this has been the best performance yet. Everyone loves our genuine version of Dear Evan Hansen. I can see and hear some audience members crying, and I am deeply touched by Jody's performance. Bravo! 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 Stage manager, answer it.
Hello? It's for you.
Hello? I'll be right back with you in one moment.
What's the matter?
What's the matter, Ellen? It's the praise. I swear, if I hear another congratulations, I'm quitting the show.
But I don't understand.
Of course you don't understand. I mean, I've been working my butt off for this show. I've had shows where I've gotten everything 99.9% right, but the directors don't seem to like any of those performances. And then, when I make 2 mistakes in Act 1, he calls it perfect. It's garbage!
Jody, don't say that. It's only 2 mistakes, and he's probably focusing on the whole production itself, not just you. And everybody makes mistakes. It's only 2.
I'm back. And all I need to say is it was still good, but we can always do better. What? A negative review? Who would dare write this about my show?
And he's right. Nobody's perfect. Even actors and actresses who've won Tony Awards are still taking classes. So
you think your situation's bad? Mine's much worse.
For years, I have wanted to have a speaking role in a show. And now, I get this opportunity to do just that. Think about it. I've always been cut from auditions. And even if I do get the role, I'm put in the ensemble. But here, I actually mean something to the show. Only no one seems to notice that. Hell, it directly says it in the show that no one deserves to be forgotten. No one deserves to fade away. How come no one here seems to appreciate my freaking talent?
Because you don't see it in yourself? I should know based off my own experience.
Oh yeah? Have you ever felt like you're being dragged into a pool of hopelessness, that it's the end of the world and not even your parents understand you?
To some degree, yes. When I know God or whoever you trust loves you no matter what. And if you don't feel good about yourself, it's going to show. And for the people who come to see you, they come. And if they don't come, they might have had another obligation, or they're sick in bed.
And that means they choose someone else over me and
you're being too hard on yourself again. If you're saying your friends are choosing someone else over you, then why? What have you done to make a difference in their lives? And
Stage manager! Where's my coffee?
My name is Audrey. And how would you like that coffee?
Black.
and give me that reduced fat cinnamon swirl covered cake from Starbucks. If you got me that right now, that would be just lovely.
Yes, sir. As I was saying.
Screw you! Screw you all!
What is wrong this time?
Haven't you seen it yet? Gazik!
Oh, yeah.
If you could take all the embarrassment out of this photo, wouldn't you?
The photo of you and John?
Yeah, I know. Me and John were just hanging out one day at the park, and then out of nowhere a frisbee came flying at me. So John pushed me out of the way and fell right on top of me, and it looked like we were kissing. And of course, this photographer was right behind the trees and got this candid photo of the two of us, so now everyone just thinks we're gay. Why does the internet have to be so shallow?
Well, Isaac, that photo may be up online forever, but don't let it define who you are. Give yourself another name by forgetting about the past and chasing after the things you want in life.
Well, you want to know what I want right now? I want to be in love.
I want to get things right.
And I want to know how we're getting 1.8 million views on YouTube from a trailer for the show. Imagine all the money we'll make from ticket sales. We need to do something strong next weekend.
But what about the other
Who cancel it? People don't care and won't buy tickets to see A Midsummer Night's Dream. How many people even know Shakespeare nowadays?
But
cancel it.
I mean, I'm happy to do more shows to give myself more second chances, let alone being such a great show as Dear Eva Hansen. But I don't know if I can bring myself to do another show.
I'm with Jody here. If nobody knows it's me and tells me how awesome of a job I've done, I don't see why I should still be here.
Hey, if you think I'm not getting any applause for... Who am I kidding? Nobody's gonna listen to a gay man and all he's known for some stupid picture. And you said it's gonna be there forever.
Yeah, because it isn't actually deleted.
Everyone's gonna remember it. This may be forever. But I'm not. Not for much longer.
Wait, if you're saying what I think you're saying, please don't.
Alright, I have a bottle of pills and all three of us can empty them.
Are you serious?
Yes, I'm serious. Think of what joy we can find when our worries are gone in this broken world.
No more bastards to put up with every day.
Stop! What the hell is going on here? Do you know how stupid it is to try to commit suicide during the intermission of your show, while audience members are still expecting an act two of Dear Eva Hansen? You're more afraid of facing your problems than dying. I don't understand it. Think of how your family, cast, and crew members, and most importantly, how your parents will feel. Your parents love you so much. Even if it seems like they don't, they'll be devastated after this tragedy you all are about to write. Jody, if you're still not convinced your performance is perfect, just look at me. I used to be the star of the show, and do you want to know how many mistakes I've made during my run? A lot. But I still continue to perform. We're all human after all. Quinn, your sense of loneliness and need for attention, it really translates on stage with your character. You actually seem to feel what Connie might be going through. I think you have done an excellent job in this show so far, and you're right to say you deserve more praise, but don't let this affect your attitude and drag down the show. Isaac, stop worrying about that stupid, bad quality photo. My friends couldn't stop making memes about it, but now the memes have died off, and I haven't heard of it since. If you think the internet has ruined your life, fine, think that way. But A, there are worse things that can ruin someone's life than a photo on the internet, and B, people are more accepting. So stop screaming through these walls and trying to take your own lives. We have a show to put on.
Thank you for those kind words, Audrey. How many more ends until Act 2?
Good question. How much longer is the bathroom line?
Right about 10 minutes.
Maybe 10 minutes?
Thank you. Now, can you help me get this cast off?
On it.
Oh my gosh. I've got 7 text messages telling me how awesome of a job I've done. This is amazing!
And I've got something to post on my Instagram. Everyone say showtime! Come see me as Zach. Hashtag you will be found. Hashtag SIP.
What does that stand for?
Saturday intermission pick.
Oh, cool. Now, are we ready to do this or what?
I'm ready as I'll ever be now that I've got my confidence back.
All right, people. Phone calls in 5 minutes.
Who I used to be. Snake skin and snail slime, a pit deep and treacherous. I'm saturated in the grime I once mistook as tenderness. Fell forward onto my knees, I'd forgotten how to stand. Roots once firm and lovely as trees, gouged out by 6 clawed hands. Fingers grappling the edge, I fight to escape the hole. Never knew I'd be shoved from the ledge by those I loved, spitting vitriol. How could you? I try to scream. Why? Hoarsely I beg, but in this constant reality dream, my silence reverberates instead. Poison spews and violent cues. Whose mouths? Theirs or mine? Before it drowns me, I must choose to drain it from my bloodline. Goodbye to all that we used to be and everything that I would have given. I must learn how to be free, a new weightless form of living. If you've got no one left to lean on, make sure you can lean on you. My mother tells me soft is dawn, but me is something they took to. So if you can hear me, wherever you are, the girl I used to be, I pray you come home before it's too hard to differentiate between the monster and me. Remembrance and Rediscovery. O daughter of the sun, step out of foggy days. There's no need left to run. Return to the golden blaze. Alone, anguish stupefied. They say you're the monster, it's true. So scorch, cleanse, purify these doubts they lace within you. A glowing world shines ahead. So leave the moon behind. Let flowers bloom instead, and the sun's rays you will find.
Whackers, you almost had him. Yeah, that's us Inferno's always coming back. We are masters of the art of surprise.
I can't believe he got off the couch. That's the most he's moved all day. I don't even think he got up to use the bathroom.
That explains the smell. At least Craig moved. Daniel's becoming one with the couch. Watch this. Hey, honey, do you mind if I take the kids and move to Guatemala with my yoga instructor?
Babe, I can't even listen to you right now. Gotta focus on the game. It's almost commercial time, and I have to perform the whack attack. It's tradition.
It's an obnoxious superstition. I think that's performed off the couch.
Commercial time. Here we go. You know I love when the other team's down. Come on, whack them down for me. Fellas, there's a lot of people on the field, but only you can't wait for me. So put your hands on that ball and smack that down for me. Fellas, there's a lot of people on the field, but only you can't wait for me.
Baby daddies and that broken boy band?
I think that's all of them. This is so boring. We've been watching for hours and they've maybe moved twice up and down that field.
I don't mind. I love your house. And who doesn't love sweaty men fighting?
The women folk just don't get it. It's about the coaches outmaneuvering each other with power and smarts.
If I wanted to watch chess, I'd have married Bobby Fischer.
Doesn't she play Princess Leia? I don't think she's available, Nancy.
Craig's right. You women folks use some more intellectual stimulation.
We are in a book club that's reading Kim Kardashian's cookbook. We are learning a plenty. When's the last time you two geniuses cracked open a cover?
Books are so predictable. This is why we watch the game! We get to cheer on our teams and appreciate the complexities of life.
You just like to watch college football because it reminds you of a time when your haircut was actually in style.
Why don't you two just run upstairs and gossip about sweaters or something? Oh, and maybe grab us some more beers?
That's a really good idea. Fashion has been shifting towards cute little sweaters with little cutouts in the chest.
Yeah, maybe later. I think right now we have to teach our men a lesson. I bet you that I can predict how the game will end.
I don't want to embarrass you, so let's just finish the game in silence. No, then cheer her out. I want to see what she has to say. She thinks that reading a cookbook is the same thing as watching a football game.
So, if you two win, Sue and I will allocate our sweater fund to sending you two to a football game.
I'm all ears.
Yes, your head is 20% ear circumference. If we win, you two have to join our book club and get haircuts of our choosing.
Let's see. I hope you have a big sweater friend.
I predict that ugly hair, aka number 15 from Craig's low-achieving school, will jump like a frog and snatch a throat from Big Head, aka number 47 from Daniel's poor admissions reading college. 15 will run quick like a bunny in the opposite direction for some reason and cross that fake grass near the mustardy metal pole.
I don't even know how this is possible. Says number 47, Finn the Great. Barry isn't even in right now. Oh, dude, a sub just came in for your team.
Oh, his head's not that big.
What?
Nothing. Just picturing his head in real life.
Oh no! Joey Johnson just intercepted the ball! Joey, slow down! What's your hurry? Can't you be food? Take him down!
Come on, Craig, you should be cheering. These are your boys. You should cheer like Joey run. Woo!
Ugly hair. Please. I love my mullet. How did you do that?
What can I say? Football is just too simple. I'd shower if I were you. There are some judgmental suburban moms who need to be impressed later. His head wasn't that big.
Maybe it was just your upstairs flat screen TV. I can't believe that worked. How did you think of that?
I told him to call the cable company last week to fix the time slack on the downstairs TV. I saw Game of Thrones tweets before the ice dragon even broke the wall. I didn't see winter coming. Now he'll pay for it in a beaver haircut.
am a sunflower waiting to bloom. I am a sunflower waiting to bloom. The rain is coming down too rough. It damages my petals. I'm worried I won't have enough strength to survive the storm. I've done this all before. I've waited for the storm to pass. It always comes back heavier than ever. I gather up all my strength and push through, desperately waiting for a sliver of light to peek through the clouds. I need that sunshine. I miss the way the light feels upon my petals. I long for the warm embrace of the sun. I know she will shine for me soon. She knows I am deteriorating. She knows I need to feel the light. Where is she? Where is my sunshine? I can feel her presence behind the clouds. But how can she watch as I struggle to survive? I feel myself wilting more with every minute that goes by. Maybe one day I'll bloom, but until then I'm waiting for the sun.
Oh, you're Maddie.
Yes, you are. Welcome back, Maddie.
Hi. Who are you? I'm sorry. Where am I? I feel like I should be afraid, but I'm feeling an odd sense of enlightenment.
Good. You have no reason to be scared. You're in a good place now.
I can't remember anything.
It's all right. You will soon.
Where are you going?
I'll be back. You may do whatever you please.
All right. No driver's license? No home? Is my wife still alive?
Yes, she is.
Does she know you?
No, she hasn't woken up yet. But I'll tell you when she does.
Can I see her?
No, only I can see. I'll be able to explain when I see her.
Okay. Really?
Of course.
May I ask you a question?
You may ask whatever you like.
Why am I young again?
Everyone comes back as who they were when they were their happiest. You were happiest at 19.
Well, this wasn't I.
The very moment you were Foxburn was when you had nothing but an empty wallet and your first letter from Josephine. So you found it.
I forgot what a wonderful writer she is. Far better with a pen and paper than me.
Would you like to read it to me?
Dearest Eddie, you sing as well as you paint my house. I wish I'd been warned before seeing you with a barrel last night, but you know I like surprises. Rich, the piano player. I mind you his name because you probably don't remember. And all the other girls were laughing at your slow verses, but I thoroughly enjoyed them. You probably were. I'll stop. I remember that paint job clearly. It was the patchiest work you think a man could do with a couple barrels of paint. I'll never forget how she sang this. With high hopes that you'll return with better brushes and unexpected love. Josephine. Do you see anything?
Your wife is awoken. She doesn't realize the state you're in.
She always wakes up much earlier than me. God, I can't bear to imagine how she'll find me.
She's going into the kitchen for breakfast. Making you a cup of coffee.
How long am I waiting until she comes here?
5 years. August 12th, 2023.
I have to wait 5 years to see my wife again? Alone?
Time moves at a greater pace here. You won't feel like 5 years when the time comes. And you won't be alone. She's opening the windows now.
I know. I still remember her early morning routine. She'd open a window and then dead a window just to bring in some fresh air for a while. I can never forget her beauty and her hair. Isn't it gorgeous? Never seen more beautiful locks on the ground. And those bright eyes. You know those things turn very with age. 18 or 80, I couldn't imagine a more beautiful woman. Please, before she has to see me, let me see her one last time, or else I'll forever regret not adoring her one last night. What aren't you telling me? Please. My house, our garden, our yard, it's all still there.
Eddie, you had a heart attack at 4:13 a.m. You died peacefully in your sleep. Your house, your yard, your garden, your life, it's all on a completely different plane now. It's gone. You can try to convince yourself that you can turn back, but there is no turning back. There is no bargaining here.
Tell me who you are again.
I'm Francesca. And she never died.
Then an angel you must be. Aren't you angels supposed to believe in love, in honest living without sin?
Honesty? Yes.
Then be honest with me. How do I know this isn't hell? True heaven would let me see my old life.
You know nothing about that. Where you are is what you see and how you feel.
What aren't you telling me? Why are we the only two people here? Where's my mom and my pop, my cousins, my aunts and my uncles? If this is heaven, aren't they supposed to be here?
You're behaving irrationally.
I need my family. I need my love.
Would you like me to kill her now then? Would you like me to place a lump at the top of the carpet in the stairs? The fall will be short, but she'll feel pain. But as long as it's for you, Eddie, it'll all be for you.
How do you expect me to move on?
It'll happen on its own. You're in the midst of completing a process.
What process?
Grieving.
Aren't I the one who's dead?
Yes, correct. You are powerless in this situation, and you still choose a bargain and rage. It is natural for everyone. Do you understand? You must be brought here to this optimal space for recovery. Some people can move on on their own, but others can't. I understand. You have lots of love in your heart for Josephine. You just have to wait and be patient a little while longer.
John.
You were gone. And now you're here, you look 20 again.
19. And you're the same as you were 18.
You don't understand, you were lowered into the ground just a few hours ago.
A few hours ago.
It was so sudden, so unexpected. It wasn't supposed to happen, but it did. And now you're here. Was I dreaming? Am I dreaming now?
I don't think so. I came here, and now you're here, and we're together again. I'm sorry for leaving you.
It was terrible. You were lying there in the bed. I was shaking you, but you were so cold. Well, where are we?
Some kind of pre-afterlife stage. I don't really know, but Francesca, she'll tell us.
I have to admit that I'm definitely one of those typical girls from the early 90s or late 2000s romantic comedy British movie. Much like Bridget Jones or Sarah from Love Actually, I too fell in love with one of my coworkers. Sadly though, he's not as attractive as Hugh Grant or the beautiful Brazilian babe, Carl. He's more like the Martin Freeman kind of guy. Like, really cute, pretty funny, but could totally pass as a hobbit. Now, my coworker doesn't have large, obnoxiously hairy feet. He's just not your typical leading man. He's more like the wingman to a leading man, or his kind of cute deaf brother. Sorry if you don't get the Borington funeral reference. He's average height, pretty scrawny, has curly brown hair, both green eyes. I know you're thinking, he totally sounds like Harry Styles. No, that's not the case. He's pretty much one of the most average-looking white guys out there. Plus, he doesn't even have a British accent. No, sadly, I live and work here in America. My only chance of going to England anytime soon is in my dreams. When I first decided to get a communications degree in college, I had really high hopes. I thought I'd be a host on E! News or star on SNL. No, I work for a teen magazine company. I write the quizzes. Now, I know what you're thinking. I still like my job, don't get me wrong. It's not what I want to do for the rest of my life. I loved taking the quizzes in these magazines back when I was a teen. When you're the one that's writing them, the fun has just been sucked out. Most of them are about how a teenage girl can choose between the newest Disney heartthrob or some little brat that writes songs about love. It's just so exhausting. I sometimes can't even believe that I'm qualified for this job. I don't even know what love is. Never have I ever been kissed. That's right, Drew Barrymore somehow makes my sad reality really cute in her movie, but in real life, it just sucks. She gets to work for a real newspaper company and write interesting articles, not to mention that she finds love in the end with a smoking hot teacher. Ugh! Just sign me up for writing a script for a banging romantic comedy already. I bet you it'll be a hell of a lot better than Reese Witherspoon's recent train wreck, Home Again. No way in hell would she not end up with a cute younger guy in my movie. If there's one thing I hate, it's when script writers decide to do a different ending. Like, people that watch romantic comedies want the people to end up together. It's just so annoying. Don't even get me started with La La Land and this phenomenon. I was so happy when Moonlight took the Academy Award. Not like I'd be interested in a movie like Moonlight, though. Okay, so don't get me wrong. I'm sure it's a great movie and all. It just doesn't speak to me. Okay, I am so sorry. I did not think that the introduction to my sad love life would leave me bashing a movie I didn't even see. Back to James then. Oh yeah, his name is James, but his name is pretty much as average as his apparel. He wears white button-downs, khakis, and a solid colored tie to work every day. That's right, he can't even mix it up with a simple pattern like plaid. Oh, but he does like to switch it up just a bit on casual Fridays with, you'll never guess it, jeans. Crazy, I know. It's just so annoying how I can't even get a basic guy like James to like me back. Like, my friends have always told me that my standards are too high and not the perfect guy is gonna come and get me. But I can hope, right? My standards were so high back in high school. I honestly thought that God was gonna bring down the perfect boy for me as soon as I stepped foot in those doors. Yeah, no, they were crushed when I looked at the public guys I was working out with. My hopes got, again, high in college, crushed. I just can't. Like, I can't win. So, obviously, I've lowered my standards considerably since then. It's just so annoying. James, but he's like the boy next door kind of guy, you know, like really nice, easy to talk to, and just nice. James. Oh crap, he saw me staring again. This has to be, what, the third time today? He doesn't really think I'm staring at that tacky painting behind him, does he? But he has to know now, like, right? Ugh. At least it's almost time to go home. I just have to finish up my new quiz. What's your movie love story? Hopefully the teenage girls will enjoy my perfect movie plots, partially stolen from movies they haven't even heard of. I just want to soak in a nice, candlelit, warm bubble bath with One Direction music playing in the background. Guess my bath will have to wait. It's Amy. At least she wants to go see a movie. We're gonna see Paddington too. That's right. 2 grown women can go see a kid's movie just to see a wrinkled Hugh Grant play the bad guy. Still pretty hot if you ask me.
opportunity that you've given upon me. I'm not going to mess it up this time. I'm going to make that man my husband. Heck, I just hope it'll be my first kiss. But still, thank you so much again for this wonderful opportunity. I know you're always looking out for me up there.
I'm surprised. I mean, this was expected. Nothing in life ever seems to go the way I plan. I think everyone has a plan in life, you know? Like, something you want to do. And for some people, those plans go better than expected. And they excel at life. But for some sort of folk like me, life just seems to have its way of ruining everything. We really try our hardest, but nothing goes to plan. It's hardly fair. It's been like this since I was little. Life just did anything it could to ruin my day. I mean, sometimes, yeah, it'd be mild things like it'd be raining when I'm supposed to go out, or my dog running away. But sometimes they were serious things, like getting into a car crash, or when I lost my parents. I just want one normal day. You know, wake up, eat, go to work, go home, eat again, and sleep. Is that too much to ask for? Really, is it? But no, I can't seem to get that at all. You know, life in me is like that guy pushing the boulder up the hill. You know, the one who every day he tries to push up the hill, but he's never able to? I'm that guy, and my life is this boulder. But what just happened right there? That's another boulder stacked behind the first boulder. I mean, really. People tell me I should stop over-dramatizing everything I do. I mean, sure, sometimes I exaggerate the things that happen to me, like my dog running away. Yeah, he ran on the street for 15 minutes, but you know what, that's still upsetting, okay? Or the car crash. So what if those things would play cars? Do you know how much they hurt? At least losing my parents taught me something. You never let go of their hand in the supermarket. Those are the scariest 20 minutes of my life. I don't think I get it though. Like, bad things happen to me every single day. I mean, just for instance, the other day I was going to get my lunch from the fridge at work, and somebody stole it. It might have someone hadn't eaten in days, and that was our first meal in days. Anyway, speaking of food, if you're out of Rocky Road, I guess I'll go for strawberry sherbet.
I'm sorry, ma'am, but we're also out of that.
Ooh, you're out of that too? This is the worst thing ever!
Traffic was hell getting here, all right?
There must have been a pretty quality stay in hell, Jane. Did you at least find a good bed and breakfast while you were there?
No, but I did find a comfy plate behind some idiot trying to ride a scooter down the freeway.
Well, at least one kid made it to school on time.
Kid? No, that was Harry.
How did he make it here before you then?
Because he had me park his scooter, and then he came in here and left before I could refer him to my comfy spot in hell.
Yo, who the hell put a razor scooter in the parking lot?
Can I get in real quick?
Not so fast. Harry's still working on the perp in there.
Yeah, that's why his babysitter's gonna stop him.
Look, I'm not holding an interrogation just so you can go in there because you had to park a scooter, whether or not you drove it. If you're going in there, it's going to be once Harry is done.
You mean once he falls through the one-way mirror?
That was one time. Besides, if he can get that trash heap sitting, that's when top 40 hits me to be hearing.
Why? What's the guy in for?
Nothing, right? So you say you did nothing wrong, right, Mr.
Lay off, man. I didn't do anything.
Well, Mr. Lay, I got a lot of material here that would say otherwise.
What are you talking about?
On Wednesday, February the 14th, Valentine's Day, at approximately 3 p.m., we have a witness putting you in the parking lot of a local Barnes & Noble. They say you were trying to deal your product to customers. Doesn't sound all too wealthy now, does it?
Come on, you think somebody going to a bookstore is going to buy something? Yeah, if I was selling coffee or binaries, they were trying to pay with a gift card or just browse. That's even if I had anything.
Monday the 19th, 4:30 p.m. You were cited at a local Panera Bread. Same charge as the last. Now, are you a fan of fresh, clean salads, or do you just like eating your curds and muffins, Mr. Lay?
Curds and... What the hell are you talking about?
Like Little Miss Muffin.
Oh, okay. But isn't it like curds and whey?
No, it's curds and...
You didn't even quote it. No, she's not eating muffins. She is a
I know
muffin.
Little Miss Muffin, okay? I know Little Miss Muffin, okay? Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
I'm getting sick and tired of your crap, Sam. If you do not like a fun person like this, then let's get serious. Monday, March 5th. 3:22 p.m. Multiple witnesses put you on the outside of St. Maximilian Elementary School, dealing to parents and students alike. We both know what you sell, Sam. So what kind of sicko deals that stuff to children and sleeps at night? Those children could have been Christian surgeons. But instead the devil himself finds a roll-on vine to corrupt them for a quick buck and a cheap laugh. What kind of animal does that?
I didn't do anything.
Face.
Harry?
I'm getting some man. Make sure that animal doesn't leave the case till I get back.
Man, I've never seen Harry so upset before.
Yeah, that was kind of rude. You parked his scooter and everything, and he still didn't say hi to you.
What kind of drug would this guy be peddling to make Harry lose it like that?
If you want to sleep at night, you'll stop asking questions.
Sarge, with all due respect, I think I should know what we're really up against here. I mean, if we're going to take this guy down, shouldn't we come out hard on this, not just dance around the issue?
You really want to know?
Yes. Oh my God. Is this?
Yes. The Paul Blart Mall Cop Blu-ray combo pack. And that's just the refined stuff that goes to the higher bidders. Everyone else gets this.
But this is just a blank DVD.
No. That's a pirated copy of Mall Cop 2 shot in the theater. It's not even the director's cut. What kind of monster was trying to sell this to people? I think I'm about to find out.
Sarge, you're not going in there alone.
I have to, Jane. Besides, you need to go watch Harry while he's trying to have a smoke.
No.
Look, only one of us can really get into the mind of a person like that. Besides, we got a wild one in the cage and one out in the parking lot, most likely eating his cigarettes and chasing it down with a lighter. Go on in there, okay?
Fine. You got 2 minutes. Make them count.
And if I don't see you again?
Then it'll be too soon. Now I better make sure that Harry didn't set a stop sign on fire.
How would you...
He'll find a way.
Okay, good work, officer. So, dirtbag. How are you holding up?
This is awful. I don't know how much longer I can do this.
Look, I know it's bad, but you just have to wait a little bit longer, and then you and I will both be in the clear, and this will all be over, all right?
I can't go down for this, man. I got a family at home. I have kids to take care of.
A family? You never told me you had a family.
Well, I'm sorry I didn't come up in the job interview. Hey, I'm Sam. Let's sell pirated Kevin James movies together. And Thanksgiving, you can come by and we'll do a quite wonderful feature with the kids.
Okay, you know what?
I'm not moving on from that. Where did you get the second cup?
Do you want me to bring the other 2 officers in here, or do you want to cut the crap?
Okay. Here it is. Straight from the Blart himself.
At long last, an early production copy of Paul Blart 3, Things Paul of Blart. Finally, it's mine!
Yeah.
Wait,
Came straight from him. You could call him.
what's your proof?
Smell him.
Apples.
It's a center marker. He told me it's a reference to the first movie. That scene where he's eating apple pie with his wife and child.
We're gonna make millions on this! This is a good scented marker, too.
Yeah, if we get arrested, I want separate cells.
I can't believe you were trying to smoke a candle out there!
Smoking? How was I supposed to know that's not how that works?
What would you be breathing by smoking a candle?
Fine.
You know what? It's basically been 2 minutes. I'm going in. Sarge!
Yes.
Are you cradling an early production copy of
Paul Blart 3?
Things Paul of Blart?
No.
Oh, okay.
You two are coming with me!
What are you gonna do with us?
Well, that depends. Do you want to come silently, or do you want resisted arrest in the name of Paul Blart on your record?
Seasons was written by Halle and starred Jess Chopko, Emily Kneffel, Haley Jewett, and Brian Barlow. Souls was written and directed by Zoe McGlynn and starred Lucy Earle, Seth Pollock, Brian Barlow, and Jeffrey Barlow. Something New was written and directed by Maddie Brown and starred Mackenzie Allred and Katie Gilhooley. The Old Folks Home and Trash World were written and recited by Dominique Arre. From Here to There was written and directed by Jess Chopko and starred Ian Jewett and Sawyer Rippon. The Intermission was written and directed by K.D. Jordan and starred Kira Beckish, Michaela Brown, Jeffrey Barlow, Molly McHale, Carter Saratani, and Madison Tricarico. I've forgotten who I am or who I used to be, and Remembrance and Rediscovery were written and recited by C.J. Dillon. Let Joey Run was written and directed by Tricia Caucci and starred Brian Barlow, Jeffrey Barlow, Kira Beckish, and Audrey Cattell. I Am a Sunflower Waiting to Bloom was written and recited by Savannah Evanski. Again was written and directed by Zoe McGlynn and starred Ian Jewett, Haley Jewett, and Tyler Epstein. The Sad Reality of a Hopeless Romantic was written, directed, and starred by Ali Zolin. So I'm about to feature Jeffrey Barlow as the hot guy. Worst Day Ever was written and directed by Scarlet Vannan and starred Scarlet Vannan and featured Madison Tricarico and Manny Zaza. And finally, A Paultrait of the Blartist as a Young Man was written and directed by Sawyer Rippon and starred Peter Louis, and Angelo. That has been the Abington Heights New Playrights Festival for 2018. Thank you all for coming.